Hey guys, Ralph here, and welcome to True Power Trumpet Fitness on this wonderful Wednesday here in Connecticut. Life's good, guys. Life is good. Anyway, you saw the thumbnail. Happy birthday to me, baby. Oh yeah, life's good, man. Life is good. I have not played a note yet. I have biked 74 miles. Why 74? Anyway, 74 miles and 200 swings. Life's good, man. Let me see what I got, and we'll talk about my birthday. Anyway, E flats as big as a house, a little Arbin. They go right, no warm up, nothing. A very dainty little tartini. For some reason, I guess it was the warm up. It didn't quite. I picked it didn't quite feel slotted in. It sounded all right, but that's all right. Anyway, guys. This book just came up on my website. I'm telling you guys, the website is the best thing that I ever did for the sale of the books. That is my first book of the month. Now, we have hundreds of new subscribers. So let me explain what the book of the month is. The book of the month is not a method book. The only book of the month and my method book is on there, True Power to the Max. Now that's a different thing. There's no music in that. It's all about embouchure and stuff. But that is considered my method book. True Power to the Max. That is up there also. But what I am, guys, what I've done for quite a while, several years, I was a health and fitness columnist for a major Connecticut newspaper. Okay, it went all syndicated, and now Dr. Oz has my gig. And I loved writing articles, more so than a book. You get 2-3 pages, an idea, you just knock it off, boom, send it to the newspaper. Checks in my mail within 24. Checks in my bank within 24 hours. It was wonderful. I absolutely loved it. What this is, with that said, is a series of articles. The main article is, of course, on Vacchiano. We have one on Vizzuti. We have one on the women's movement. If the tone is right, compression, what chops are supposed to look like, the tongue placement, piccolo trumpet. It is all these books of the month are chock full of data, research that I've done. I mean, this is my life in ebooks. $10, you don't go through me anymore. Go to the website. I'm putting the website at the beginning and the end of all my videos for a while until everybody get it. Guys, it's tremendous. Now, one of the reasons that I talk about this, I put this up, this is my first, and it was, 56 years ago today. I'm not sure if it was the actual day, but it was in this area as school started that I started with my first lesson with Vacchiano at the Mannes College of Music. And at the time, Vacchiano was just the king, the absolute king. He had just retired from the New York Philharmonic. He was the top teacher on the planet. He had Wynton, well, Wynton Marsalis was not there yet, but he had Wynton, he had Miles Davis, Phil Smith. Herseth took some lessons with him. Gatala, Stevens. We can go on and on and on. On and on and on. I mean, he was the king. And I was so thrilled to study with him. He admitted he took the top 2% of students in the world. And all of us were just thrilled to be part of that 2%. And I tell this story before, but it's pretty funny. I'll tell it again. My first lesson with him, okay? Remember, I'm an 18-year-old dope, okay? Didn't know what I was talking about. I come to New York with my Getzen Eterna Severinsen model trumpet and my father's, believe it or not, my father's old beat to crap Arbin book. He made me get a new Arbin book, first thing. Sound like I can't work with this. Anyway, so I wanted, again, I didn't have a clue. I wanted to impress the great Vacchiano. So what I did is I got to school at the crack of dawn, and I signed out 3 straight hours of the practice room, which was right next to him, where he was going to be teaching. And for 3 times, and you want to impress somebody, in my way of thinking back then, you play high notes. Okay? So when it's time for my lesson, ceremony, was that you? So yeah, that was me. Ah, you got some high notes, huh? Yeah, puff out my chest. And he goes, what's your highest note? I said, I got a good high F. Now, I've told you before, back then, double C's weren't every schmo that's on the internet. The top guy in New York was Bob McCoy. The guy in, with Brisboy, there was a handful of them out on the West Coast, but everybody else was an F and G. So I was pretty proud of my F. All right? Ceremony. We're on the 2nd floor. He says, I can open up this window, throw out a brick. Chances are I will hit somebody with a high F. Now, to show you how naive I was, I got up and looked out the window because I thought there was some guy down there banging out high Fs. True story. I turn around, he's got his forehead in his hand, and he's just, oh, geez. All right? Salman, get out your Arbin book. And we were off. But, guys, get the book. Get on board. It is chock full of knowledge and stuff that will help you with your chops. And, I say this before. I set out back then to become the greatest trumpet player that ever lived. We all did, right? We all did. Stars in our eyes. 18 years old, you don't even know any better. And I guess that never happened. But along the way, when I got into teaching, I feel very, very comfortable with my rank with teaching chops and whatnot. I feel I'm right up the top. All right, anyway. That's it. Now, I don't make a big deal about my age anymore. I do on the other channel a little bit more. I feel it just really gets in the way of the pedagogy. Okay? So if you want any more, you did the math, right? 74 miles. Anyway, and 200 swings. Don't forget the 200 swings. All right? All right, guys. Happy birthday to me. Oh, I'm going to leave the iconic version, Lynn Nicholson version of Happy Birthday. And it's Happy Birthday to Sal. I don't know who Sal is, but it's close enough to Salamone, so I'll say he's doing it for me. All right? All right. Love you all, guys.